Lesson 3, My Community. Today we will learn about community. What is community? A community is a group of living things sharing the same environment. They usually have shared interest. In simple words, we can say community refers to a group of people living in a common geographical location. This group of people obeys same social norms and same common values among themselves. Now see the video to understand it better.
Misaki presents My Community. This is my community. There are a lot of people who live and work here. And this is where I live with my mom and dad and little sister, Sophia. My grandparents live on the bottom floor. That means that we get to spend a lot of time together. And down the street is where I go to school. It's the same school where my dad teaches. In the summer, I spend a lot of time at my uncle's pet shop. He lets me feed the fish and help with other things around the shop. This is Mrs. Lacroix. She owns the used bookstore where my mom and I have gone every Sunday since before I could even walk. People where I live enjoy reading so much that every block or so you can find one of these little libraries. They look like big birdhouses, only they're filled with books that anyone can borrow. You don't even need a library card. This is the park my friends and I play in. There's this one place in the park where people play chess. You don't even have to know the person you're playing against. I've made a lot of new friends here. We have a community tradition that every year on the 4th of July, everyone meets in the park and we have a parade through the neighborhood. One thing's pretty clear when you look around my community. We all look pretty different from one another. I think it's great that people from all over the world decided to come here and call this place home. I guess that's why you can hear so many different languages on the street. And when many of these people came, they brought some of their culture with them, like their food, their language, and their music. All of that makes this a great place to live. In the summer, a few of the main streets are only open to bikes. That means we get to ride our bikes in the middle of the road. It's like one big neighborhood party. On almost every corner, you'll hear a new band playing a different style of music. A steel drum band from Trinidad, or mariachis from Mexico. This is one of my favorite things to do. So this is my community. The place where many cultures come together to create a brand new one in the place we call home.
So students, a sense of community is important to establish peace and harmony among the society. It allows us to support one another, interact, and share experiences. Students' objective behind this is to develop a sense of belonging in local community, to identify roles that different people have in the local community, to understand why each is needed and appreciate that they together form the whole. Now the question arises, who can be the member of a community? All who live, learn, work, play and pray. They all can be the member of a community. We can call them community helpers. Who are they? They can be teacher, doctor, policeman, students, guard, maid, etc. So, what does community do? What role it plays? It brings people together to advocate and support each other, develop a sense of belonging, and connect us to many relationships. It is a place of many cultures, people of different languages, castes, colors live, and they all have different customs, rituals, and beliefs. Students, as our thoughts, words, and actions help us to grow and develop, like this, some values are associated with community that help us to enhance our personality. They are unity, brotherhood, belonging, love, understanding, responsibility, honesty, and integrity. Now, do the activity based on this chapter. Prepare a community tree and stick the pictures of the people who play important role in our community.